Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Rated RX podcast. Happy Pharmacy Month. What an exciting time. It's October. I know there's other professions that also adopted October as their month as well. I know PT is one of them, maybe even PAs. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but hey, happy Pharmacy Month nevertheless. We got a fun-filled episode for you guys. Today's topic is going to be medications that changed the world. I'm going to send it over to Sam for our weekly weigh-in.
All right. Thank you. I am Sam here with the Rated RX podcast here with Robbie Abasi and Xavier Hill. And we have the weekly weigh-in question that was sent in related to our theme here of changing the world on meds. What medication do you think has had the greatest impact on public health in history and why? So when I heard this, the first thing I kind of thought of was penicillin and antibiotics. So I thought I would give a little backstory. I'm sure maybe you guys are well versed, but to the listeners, essentially penicillin, first major antibiotic that came out and started helping a lot of people. It was Alexander Fleming back in 1928. It's always kind of been a story. I don't remember if you guys were told this in high school or things, but I remember being in biology and them, telling us this story, but came back and was doing a bacteriologist had plates out there and had some mold growing on one of his plates and noticed this ring right around the outside of where all the mold was and all the bacteria wasn't growing there. And essentially hypothesized that there must be something that this mold is exuding, creating some substance that's making it so bacteria isn't growing there. And he named it penicillin. He wasn't able to isolate it, kind of published his findings. It's like, there's something here. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. I can't find it. And so it took another 10, 15 years for Oxford, some scientists there, to purify and isolate the penicillin and able to test it in mice. And that's when they were able to start mass producing penicillin. And right around that time, World War II came out. They were able to mass produce at the same time. Apparently, they're a very large change in battlefield survivability compared to previous years or wars where you were pretty in trouble if you got an infection, some sort of lung infection, blood infection, anything like that. Pneumonia had something between a 15 to 30% mortality rate. Endocarditis, if you ever got infections of the heart, you were pretty much toast before penicillin came out. So it's definitely something that changed the world when that was discovered. And Xavier, I know you got a lot of experience with antibiotics. Any tidbits that you have or thought if you had a different antibiotic or drug that you thought of that changed the world there?
Well, yeah, I do have a different drug that I think probably saved a lot of lives and made people less scared to fornicate. And that class of drugs is antiretroviral medication. So the medications that treated HIV and prevented AIDS. I do feel like those medications definitely changed the world. People now, it's not a death sentence anymore. You could take these medications and still live as long as and the rest of us, even though you got the disease. So I mean, that's amazing medication for sure. And I think that for sure changed the world. Once you got it back in the day, people were like, oh, they didn't want to touch you. They didn't want to look at you. They didn't want to be in the same room as you. They didn't want to drink from the same water fountain as you.
Yeah, they didn't know how it was transmitted. Everything was just like...
Yeah. And then people were just dying once you got it, right? You just waste away because you don't know you have it until it's far too late. And then you get all the adverse events from it. So that one definitely was a world-altering drug, I would believe.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, medicine that comes to mind, is a smallpox vaccine. Kind of a similar story to the penicillin, but I can't remember the researcher's name, but when smallpox was a big thing, the guy noticed that his milkmaids were resistant to smallpox because they were exposed to cowpox. And so he thought, hey, why don't I get everybody close to this cowpox? And then I know it's kind of a hot topic now, which I don't know why it is. People need to read a book. but hey, cool. Smallpox changed the way we do vaccines, or I guess created vaccines. So
Yeah, I think that was Jenner, right? Edward Jenner.
Edward Jenner, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
that. Yeah, so he just went around infecting people because he was like, "Hey, if I
Yeah,
infect you, well, you won't get this
Here,
infection."
take this. I swear it's a
Definitely,
cure. I swear.
definitely can't do that nowadays
Let me
for
cough on you.
sure.
Like the old chicken pox parties.
oh god, keep my son away from you guys.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So what about future medications? So we've seen kind of changes that happened. Any sort of disease states, medical conditions you think you'd target if there was some future med that we could have now for us?
Oh man, for me, it's got to be Alzheimer's dementia.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of good drugs. I mean, we have a few things, and every couple of years, especially recently, there's been a lot of stuff coming out, but they're never really good when it comes to effectiveness. And there's just a lot of side effects that a lot of times outweigh the benefits because the benefits only show like a very, very mild positive outcomes to it. And so it's like, is this slight benefit worth all these side effects? And it just, Alzheimer's also scares me because my grandma had Alzheimer's, and it was just very,
Mm,
very scary to, I'd say hi to her, like, hey, how's it going? Sit down. 15 minutes later, she'd just start complaining to my dad, like, he didn't say hi to me. What's wrong with him? It's very disrespectful. And my dad would look at me just like, just say hi to your grandma. And this would replay like 3, 4
yeah.
times. She would just forget, or she'd look at me and she's like, oh God, I know you're my grandson, but which son, like who's your dad? And it was just, yeah, it's very scary, man. I think that's the thing I don't want to experience. And I know it's sort of ignorance is bliss. If you have Alzheimer's, you don't really know. So maybe that's a good thing, but it just like losing my mind is a very scary thought. So I think I wish there were more research on that because it does affect everybody, especially family members. We have
Yeah, I
to
think
treat them.
yeah, I think
Definitely.
it's definitely tough on the family members as well. Having to try to sit through that because they remember you as grandma, but now you don't remember. They don't remember you, right? So yeah, it's kind of tough for sure. But I think they have a couple companies that are working some newer drugs now.
Yeah,
If you
that's what
figure
I'm
out which
saying.
one, if you figure out which one is, they'll do it. Invest in that because you'll be rich. But
They've all been bad so far, though. That's the thing. It's like every year it's like this new thing, and then a lot of critics are like, should that have been approved? I don't know.
I mean, Parkinson's too. Like, I feel like that's definitely another disease that if we can, figure out a cure, 'cause that one, it's pretty tough. They can't walk like they used to, moving all slower, feeling rigid, prone to falls. Basically, definitely decrease your quality of life. So
And
I think
there was
that'll be
being
a
in Omaha, wasn't it? Wasn't there some like there's a higher percentage in Omaha than normal?
yeah. I can't remember
Right.
why. Was it they were exposed to
I don't know if they kn
pesticides or
yeah, I
something?
think well, I don't remember if they knew for sure, but I think there was some, like, smelting stuff that used to be there on the waterfront that they're maybe thinking it was too, or some sort of old business that was big and, like, would have been downtown Omaha, so but I'm not sure if they
Oh,
know. They're just that, like, percentage-wise, Omaha is significantly higher in Parkinson's patients than other locations.
yeah. My wife was telling me about people who live near golf courses and I think not parks or farms. I think golf courses and farms or something like that. They're more exposed to the pesticides that they use to keep the bugs
That,
away,
yeah.
and those people are higher risk for getting Alzheimer's. I'm not sure where she saw that from, but I thought that was pretty interesting for sure.
You didn't bring it for the show, bro? Come on now.
I did. I
Would you
just
bring her
brought it
on?
to. I just
Bring
brought
her with
it
the
to the
facts.
Let's swap them out. Let's swap one hill for the other.
show. Come on, Lady Hill. Hey, she'll
Alright.
be much better on the show than me. I'm just here taking up space.
That's
Well,
right.
if you ever
Just
need a
keeping her
break,
seat warm.
we'll send her an invite if you ever need a break.
Hey, we may need to have our expertise on here one day. But, we may need a second computer room and something like that. Maybe she can use a laptop or something.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Spreading out a little bit. Alright, well, thanks for the little convo here, and of course, the question that are getting sent in. We always love to have people send in questions, talking about them, different things in pharmacy. We're happy to discuss it. So Thanks again. Send in more, and let me pass this on to Xavier.
All right. How's it going, guys? This is Xavier, and you're listening to the Rated RX podcast here with Robbie Abasi and Sam Llona. And now we're moving on to our next segment. This time, I'll be taking over the adverse reaction segment, and we're going to react to a video that we found online. This time, it's going to be from TikTok. This trend, I think it happened a while ago, 2022, but I didn't know about it. And I wanted to see you guys' reaction or if you guys knew anything about this. So I'll share it now. All right. So I'm going to play the video here.
I'm cooking up some NyQuil chicken. I've done this in the past, and usually I use about 4/3 of the bottle. And if it's your first time doing this, you can get away with using about a fifth. Using that NyQuil,
It's just nasty because it's green.
Oh, that's on. That's being heated right
about,
there.
5 to 30 minutes. Make sure you're constantly
30
flipping over the
minutes?
chicken. You don't want to give one side more attention than the other. Oh, sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy.
I wonder why.
What you're looking for is that blue color right there.
That looks green to me. What do you mean blue?
Ooh, yeah,
What
that
is
steam, baby. And the unused right back into
Oh
the
my
knife.
God.
So,
It just
and
keeps
boom.
getting worse, man. He's reusing it. Oh, wow.
The chicken juice.
All right.
What?
So I don't know if that was a prank or anything that the guy was doing on TikTok and it just went viral because it was so silly. But what's going on through you guys' mind? Like the brain of the pharmacist that you have. What are you thinking when someone's marinating their chicken in NyQuil?
How did we get to that point? Was this the first thing we were trying? Or, were we trying a number of other things? And it's like, oh, you know what? I love drinking NyQuil when I'm sick, and it tastes so good. I need this with my chicken. Like, what? How did we get to needing that with our chicken?
I'm thinking, dude, this guy is probably broke, and he's like, I can't afford real marinade, so I'm just gonna go for this. It's gonna make me so sleepy.
I think marinade's probably a lot cheaper. Probably a lot cheaper than NyQuil is.
But if you're sleeping
NyQuil's
through the rest
expensive.
of your meals, you're gonna save some money.
2 for 1 deal right there.
Yeah, exactly.
He had to be trolling, right? Had to be.
Yeah, I hope so, because that is disgusting. I mean, like, not even let's not even go down the rabbit hole of like would the medication even work anymore, being heated. But it's just like, dude, that just looks disgusting, man. Like, what are you thinking,
Did
man?
not look good.
What was the purpose? Like, did he what did the comments say? Did they say like the intent of it? Why would you do this to your chicken?
Yeah,
What is he hoping to achieve?
It seemed like this guy had like a troll account because he was like, yeah, just use 4/3 of the bottle, like you can't use 4/3 of a bottle. You need another bottle to get to 4/3. But he had to have been trolling. It looks like he had like some flat iron, like hair flat iron. I think that's what he was flipping.
Yeah, I don't know what he was like. He was like dragging through the chicken.
What?
And then
can you replay that? I didn't even see that.
We'll play it for you again. And then the fact that he poured the chicken juice, which probably got salmonella in it or something, and back into the bottle, it was a troll. It had to be a troll video that went viral on TikTok, and people thought he was serious, so it caused a little outrage. I think that's kind of what was going on. But
Damn.
Do you think that caused autism because there's acetaminophen in there?
Maybe.
autism. Yeah, that's what it is. They're eating that raw NyQuil chicken.
If this is the kind of stuff that goes viral, we really need to do more trolly things, man. Like
Bro.
NyQuil in your chicken,
I mean, it's a waste of chicken and NyQuil, though.
Yeah.
I'm not that wasteful, but
more
we could definitely
doesn't mean
easily
better.
go viral.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna pop an Adderall and an Ambien at the same time and see what happens. It's the new trend.
Just start new challenges with different medications.
I'll
What
lose my
happens?
license.
Now, did he go through different NyQuil flavors?
Does it come in multiple flavors?
I think they got at least
think,
two
it used to just be the green one. Now there's like a
They got
cherry
cherry?
one. They got like
Yeah.
a honey.
Yeah, the honey one. I've seen that one before too.
Okay.
So they got a few. I just remember, back in the day, it was just the green one. I don't know what flavor it was, but it was crappy. Then they came out with a cherry.
Yeah,
That one was
I
better,
take the capsules instead.
I was gonna say,
like the liquid.
yeah, as a pharmacist, it's like I have all the singular ingredients in my drawer, so it's like I don't need to go buy a mixed bottle. Like, okay, I'll take some Tylenol. I'll take a Benadryl.
You make your own.
So you just spread
Exactly.
that powder on your chicken, is what you're saying, instead of the.
Just crush it up in with your pestle and mortar. Just
Oh
and then
God.
you marinate my chicken.
I'll try it. I'll let you guys know. We'll report back.
All right. If NyQuil chicken actually made it to a pharmacy counter as a real product, what would the warning label say?
Man, it would say, "What the hell are you thinking?"
2 for 1.
What?
Be careful. BOGO deals are dangerous.
May cause salmonella infection.
It would say something stupid like "pharmacist recommended." Like what? I don't
4
remember
to
advocating
5.
this.
4 to 5 pharmacists recommend.
Yeah.
NyQuil chicken.
4 out of 5. No, 4/3 of pharmacists recommend.
Oh,
Oh,
that never
man.
hits the shelf.
Well, I enjoyed laughing with you guys with our NyQuil chicken segment. Now, let's laugh a little bit more and pass it on to Sam because we're about to do the Plan B blind draft. Take out that blooper.
All right, thank you. I am Sam with the Rated RX podcast. I'm here with Robbie and Xavier, and we have the Plan B blind draft. This week, trying to be on theme, we are looking at made-up medications that might have the biggest impact in humanity. So they're supposed to be fun. Maybe they're dumb, and it's like, oh yeah, that would have an impact. Maybe they're awesome, and you like that. So it's supposed to be a little fun here.
I like
You
it.
guys ready for that?
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right, we got 5. Number 1 is the biggest impact on humanity. First one here is called the Chronotab. Freezes time for exactly 3 minutes.
Whoa.
Take this
Sign me.
3 more minutes?
I'll take it, man.
I want an unlimited supply for sure.
It's longer
What if-
poop time.
What if you overdose
Insurance will
on
cover 1 month. 1 month supply at a time.
it? 1 month at a time? Oh.
Okay.
But what if you
Wait,
overdose and just
Is
take
it once
all,
a day?
all 30 pills?
What's
The
the
official
sig on
script, official SIG, is by mouth once a day. 1 tab.
What's the
once
APR?
daily.
Okay. So you only get 3 minutes a day.
Was that 90 minutes to get back to
Yeah.
your life or something?
I mean, I'll take all mine at once and then kind of. I'm overdosing. Maybe I get some.
See if it goes
Get my-
exponential. Yeah, if you
Get my
take
levels
2,
up. Yeah.
you
get
take
my
2, is
levels
it
pretty high.
6 or is it 9 minutes? Does it start going exponential and you start
Yeah.
doubling your dose?
Right? 'Cause you get the steady state, you get the levels really high, right? So
There you go.
overdose on it, unlimited time stop,
Okay, that's what you're shooting for. But where do you rank it then?
This is pretty high for me.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Unless he says go back in time without breaking the time traveler's laws. But this is pretty high up there for me personally. At least a 2 for me. But
I'm sure he has some other good ones for us though, because all of these are going to change the world. Right?
yes. I don't want to play it safe and be like a 3 though. This is the Plan B blind draft.
This one's good enough, but it's only 3 minutes though. Like he might give us something where we can get like.
All right. Fine. You're
I
right.
feel
You're
like
right.
3. It might be 3. 3, like right.
Okay. We'll
Look,
play it
Sam's
safe.
shaking
and
his
go
head.
You guys are going 3?
3 minutes. We're going for 3. I don't like
for 3
that.
minutes. Yeah.
He's ball is cotton.
Yeah.
3. All right, next one is called Hindsightin. Gives you one clear, regret-free view of all your life choices.
Does it come with an SSRI or something? If I'm going to be looking at my regrets.
It said no regret-free view. So you only
Regret-free view.
you only get to see the good parts. So like right before death, you take like you about to die, right? You're on your deathbed, hospice patient. You take a hindsightin pill and you just go relive all the good moments of your life. You don't get none of the bad stuff. You don't remember any of it. Only the good
Or
stuff.
every birthday, you take a birthday
Right.
tab, everything good in the
I
last
think that's
year.
cool. It's lower on the list for me, but it's really cool. It's like a quality of life. Type.
Yeah. It'll be a medication they give in the hospice.
Yeah. Bestseller for hospice
Yes.
patients.
I'm going to say a 4 or 5 personally.
Yeah, I'm down to 5 on now. But I
5,
think
let's do it.
it's really cool,
5.
though.
It's cool. Yeah.
All right, locking in 5. So the next one, this one is for Robbie. This one is called Realitox. It makes conspiracy theorists see facts in 4K resolution.
I
love it. Number one.
So you take this bad boy. Oh, you are getting all the connections. It's like that map of everything on the wall, and you're like, here it is. Like everything just starts feeding together, coming together.
You guys
you
would never
understand
see
the
me.
world.
You would never see me. I would just live in a shell in a garage somewhere.
Oh,
Just a beautiful mind in the garage with papers all over.
Robbie, where you want this one? It's lower for
dude,
me.
no, you already know, dude. Number one for me, man.
You want
But
a
I know
number
that's
one?
not.
All right.
Yeah, I'll say two. I'll say two.
We can go to 2.
All right.
Okay.
I won't be selfish. We'll say 2.
So you guys got 1 and 4 left.
I swear to God, if something is much worse than, oh man.
Okay, this
go,
next
go.
one
It's gonna be good.
is called
Better be good.
naproxen.
Okay.
Instant REM sleep in 12 seconds.
Ooh, deep sleep.
Okay, this is medication that'll change the world, right? This is the topic.
Like you get
Biggest
rest.
impact to humanity.
Like,
That
you
was-
need-
dude.
you need sleep. People can't sleep. There's so many people with insomnia out there. Imagine they could sleep.
Yeah, but that's like, that's like date bug right there, man. Like you just,
Dude,
I
12
don't
seconds.
like it, man. I don't like it.
Dang, so you want to put it?
Why do you gotta go to the negative?
No, I don't want to put it there. It's just that there's always a way med's going to be abused, and that just seems like it's going to be abused.
And you didn't think that with the freezing time for 3 minutes?
Right, they're definitely
No.
gonna abuse that.
But now I am shit.
All right, you got 1 and 4.
Is this good
I'm gonna
enough
let you
to one?
decide. I'm gonna let you decide.
All right, we're gonna say the best for last, and we're gonna go 4 on the sleeping pill.
Hey, you know what? I thought of that because that already exists. And that's what people are currently doing to people. But no one is taking a time freeze pill to do that to anyone.
Would you focus on the REM sleep? Okay, it's not that you're knocked out.
It's so you
It's
can't.
that you're having great sleep.
I'm having
That's a
great
good one.
sleep and hopefully wake up with my body parts still intact.
Yes, no kidneys missing. All right, last one, which you chose
Number
now
one?
as number 1. Dopaminex XR. Time releases the satisfaction of finishing your to-do list, even if you didn't do anything.
Okay.
So it's
So
dopamine.
self actualization on some dopamine. It's pretty much just giving you dopamine hits on feeling
Free
you got
dopamine hits.
you were productive, you were good, and you're
I think
just
that's a
you
good
just been
one.
chilling.
The time one should be number 1.
I'm not excited about that one.
Locked in as your favorite. You guys put that as number 1.
You should have said the dopamine was like when you having sex and you get that big release or something, like that type of feeling or something, or when you take a good poop or something and it's just like, oh,
Poop for you.
just like, oh, so much
Some
better.
big poops.
You run it, you're like, oh, I almost ain't make it.
You're cutting it too close. Man.
That'll be more dopamine in my opinion.
Well, this is time release, No, it's not immediate release like you're looking at.
Okay.
Slow release. of the
Slow-
dopamine.
Dopamine.
All right, so you
That's
guys went number
All right.
1, time release dopamine. 2, conspiracy theorists in 4K coming through. 3 was chronotab, freezing time. 4 was your REM sleep in 12 seconds. And 5, your hindsight, regret-free view of life choices. How are we feeling about not committing to the chronotab, gentlemen?
I just thought you were gonna help us out.
You know what I wanted? You know what we should do? We should just make our own lists. We should just like write it down and not discuss and then compare our lists. See how different we are.
That one would have been very different. Like usually we're on the same
Yeah.
page, but this time we were out of whack. I messed that one up. I'll take
It's
the blame.
okay.
Xavier takes the L.
We're a team. We took the L together.
Right, kid. That's right. All right. Thank you, boys. Thank you for playing. Let me pass this on to
That's
Robbie
made it to the podcast.
for a new segment here. Under the cap. Under the
No.
cap coming by Robbie. Lock it up. Lock it up, bro.
I'm blocking. Just give me a dopamine pill already. Okay. Sam, thank you very much. You're listening to the Rated Rx podcast. I'm Robbie Abasi here with Xavier Hill and Sam Llona. New segment called Under the Cap, where we pop it open and give you a consult. In this segment, we'll talk about various things, whether it be history related, trends that we're seeing online, politics, you name it. If it's relevant, we're going to talk about it. And medications that changed the world. I want to start you guys off with an anniversary date. October 10th, 63 years ago, was the day John F. Kennedy signed an amendment called the Drug Efficacy Amendment. Okay. This amendment completely changed the way our medications get approved prior to it being on the market for consumers or doctors prescribing it, all because of medication called thalidomide. Are you guys familiar with the thalidomide? Yes, I'm seeing some
Oh, yeah.
some
Yes.
head nods here.
The
So
baby
the
flippers.
flipper babies, yes. So for our listeners who don't know of this medication and why it was so impactful, in roughly in the late 1950s and early 1960s, this was a medication that was initially used for women who were pregnant to help treat their morning sickness. This medication ultimately hit the market in Canada and Europe. And ultimately, what that did was cause malformations to the babies where they were missing limbs, had these flipper babies, but it did not happen in the US. Ultimately, there was a lady by the name of Dr. Oldham Kelsey. She was one of the very few handful of people on the FDA panel who was reviewing this, and she was not satisfied with the data that was presented in front of her. She thought they were lacking a lot of efficacy when it came towards safety. And apparently, this company who kept trying to get this medication approved multiple times, but she kept rejecting it, and ultimately saved us much heartache and headache here in the United States. Now, that goes without saying. Unfortunately, there was still some babies that were exposed. I think roughly 17 cases when I looked into it, and that's mainly because doctors get samples. They give these samples on to their patients. So unfortunately, there was some exposure, but thankfully not as much. So now, Q, this new amendment here, also known as the Kefauver-Harris Amendment. And what this law did was basically make it where if a drug company wanted to get a drug approved, they had to present a lot of data to support the medication to not only be effective, but also safe. So now every medication since then has gone through this process, all because of one medication that changed the world and the way we do things, thalidomide. And being that it's October, this anniversary date's coming up, got to pay it some homage here. Now, I want to ask you guys a question here because it's sort of relevant with the political climate. So ultimately, this medication did not hit the market because politicians listened to the experts who said, we need more information, we need more data. Ultimately, we care about safety. And the process worked the way it was. Now, I'm sure you guys read the news, whatever. And unfortunately, I feel like we are more separated than ever. But what do you guys think about this political climate and how it might shape the way we do things now with regards to healthcare? And what do you think the potential impact is going to be over the years? Is there anything that comes to mind initially that you think they should be listening more to the experts towards?
Yeah, I mean, there could be some pretty large impacts based off this political staff that's in there under Robert F. Kennedy.
The
He has
other
some,
Kennedy, man. Isn't that
yeah,
ironic? Isn't that ironic, though?
wow, for sure. But he definitely has some strong beliefs on things that they may not be fully backed by science, maybe his science, what he researched, but who knows where he's getting all the information from. And what he believes is a little bit different than how you normally do things. Um, but since he is going about things in a different way, some things that may harm us or may protect us may slip through the cracks, like COVID vaccines, or he like CDC and research and stuff. He like fired a lot of people who are top scientists, and just because he was like, hey, we don't like you guys anymore because you don't align with what we believe. And then he's doing restrictions to certain things, like the COVID vaccines. He added more restrictions to those to where only certain people. But like, so, there's two sides of everything, right? So he does have a strong following of people who also believe those things, but some of those things are not fully backed in quality research, right? So maybe some research out there, but it's not quality. And this can possibly cause some long-term harm to us as a country if we don't prevent things that could be prevented, or we approve things that can cause harm later down the line. So it's definitely a risky time and a risky environment that we're in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, measles rates, right? They're higher than ever, all because of a lot of vaccine hesitancy that's often pushed politically, which is really a shame. And it's really disheartening. So I have to tell you, I recently just found this app where you could make random bets. Okay. This is relevant here for a second here. And as I was going through it, I kid you not, there was a bet that was basically by the end of the year, will there be more or less cases, more or less than 1,900 cases of measles? And I thought to myself, holy shit, it's come this far where it's this bad that we are now joking about it and making bets about it. So if anything, it's already sort of desensitizing us to the seriousness of this matter. It's super important. Like, you need to listen to the experts, the people who went to school to literally take care of you are the people you don't want to listen to. That just seems absolutely absurd to me. It's like, okay. And what makes me really upset about the whole situation is it's like, there's a lot of stuff I can respect Robert F. Kennedy for doing, like, hey, preservatives, we should look more into that. Super processed foods, we should look more into that. Like,
I
all this
agree.
stuff I can totally get behind. It's just the other things too. It's just like, okay, now you're going a little too extreme one way and you're only going to be creating victims. I mean, it even goes back to the Tylenol thing, right? It's like, I'm not even sure where they pull that information. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tinfoil hat. You guys
Oh,
ready?
here we
Okay.
go.
You guys ready? Okay. Here we go. So this article they're quoting from Harvard, allegedly, that was written by Harvard, it just doesn't make any sense to me, because it's like, you guys were just trying to pull funding away from Harvard for health science stuff. And then now you want to use Harvard as your resource and then that guy who wrote the paper got paid out like $150,000. It's just like, are you kidding me? Like, are you effing kidding me right now, dude? Like, you're seeing this play out in real time, and it's really, really sad. It's really sad, Anyways, that was my tangent.
That was nice and short. Good work.
Thank you.
But did you guys, because this came up, and I don't know, you guys didn't mention it, but do you see the op-ed of the U.S. Surgeon Generals that came out?
No, what's
So,
going on?
so when this won't come out, or whenever this episode comes out, it'll be a week or so that everyone here listens to this. But today, I don't know, 10 hours ago, 6 former U.S. Surgeon Generals wrote an op-ed about RFK and essentially saying that he needs to go, more or less. And so they're talking about vaccine policies, research funding, everything you guys are talking about, workforce leadership. There's let me see if I can pull up like a quote from it. Secretary Kennedy is entitled to his views, but he's not entitled to put people's health at risk. He has rejected science, misled the public, and compromised the health of Americans.
Wow.
So that's one of the opinions. And so it's 6 former U.S. Surgeon Generals that wrote this.
Right.
That came out today. So when this airs, it'll be like a week or so. But
People need to know. The people want to know. The people
that's crazy. But
deserve
I
to
mean,
know.
but not even just help though. I mean, like, look at climate change too. Like, that's a big deal. It's like, how many more papers do you need to prove this is a real thing? And then all of a sudden some rich asshole comes along and says, hey, I benefit with these things being rolled back. Climate change is a hoax. And it's just like, dude, man, I really hope your grave is much smaller than mine, because we do not deserve to be in the same ground. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
people are gonna get hurt. It's gonna suck for a number of people not back in science.
Yeah. Really shame.
That's
Really
sad for 'em.
shame.
Well, you know what I think about sometimes? I got to remember when we're dealing with people like RFK or stuff like that. Some people decided to stop learning after high school. Like, They don't read a book again. They didn't, research whatever they want. Some, they just stop learning. And as humans, in order to continue to grow and develop, we need to learn things, explore things, try things. So yeah, get out there and learn, you guys. That's my end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Takeaway. Go learn something today.
Well,
And make sure you learn from good, validated sources, not from random forums online and
not on TikTok. Read a book.
Your grandma's Facebook post. Yeah. There's something backed by science, please.
But to circle back to what Robbie was saying with thalidomide, that essentially, if we're talking about this maybe short-sighted view, like, that this med, I don't remember if you actually said, but it was for morning sickness.
Yeah.
Yes.
For pregnant women. So they were taking this to help with, their side effects that they were having. And, it affected the babies that they had. And so that's kind of what the push that was happening, because all these women were seeing, it's like, hey, there's this med out there that can help me right now. Like, I'm feeling crappy. I'm in pain. I'm, whatever, help me. And that's a lot of that push. And that, that's part of the aspect right there of, here's an example. What this doctor, one of their first hirings to review this drug, and pretty much said no, like, it's not, we don't have the research, we're dealing with kids, we don't know what's going to happen, we need more. And it turns out she was right. In some cases, it would have been fine, like Tylenol, there's the joke in there, just completely fine. But this drug, was taken when they were pregnant, and it caused severe birth defects. But people still wanted it, and they thought they wanted it, and not till later did they find out, hey, this was very dangerous to be taken. We didn't have that information.
Go for it.
Go ahead, Robbie.
Dude, sorry, but holy shit, we live in a simulation. 2 fucking Kennedys, okay? 2 Kennedys here.
There he goes. I'm sorry I brought it up.
talking about medications when it comes to pregnancy, okay? Just think about that for a second. Just think about that. One that wants to protect people, other one, and I mean, they both want to protect, but it's just like, dude, like, one actually looked at science, the other one just, I don't know what they looked at. They're crystal ball, anyways. But just, man, we live in a simulation theory, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
I believe you, man. And then this is the last thing I want to say about that. Like, we as Americans are used, or just people in general, are used to the easy button and taking a pill for everything, right? Like, all those people wanted a pill for morning sickness when they could have, made sure that their partner abstained from alcohol and exercise and was healthy before they got pregnant. I know some people get pregnant accidentally, but like, they're like, eating right and exercising prevents so many different things to where you don't have to take a pill. So we always recommend eating right and exercising to everybody. Even though we're pharmacists, we love the pills. We love to give you pills, but eat right and exercise. You don't have to take none of this. Put us out of business.
I would love to retire. Trust me.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Robbie, Xavier, for choosing to kick it on this lovely, lovely evening. To the listeners, please like and subscribe. Download those podcasts. Like those TikToks, those YouTubes. Please send us in questions. We love to answer them. Love to interact. You got anything? We're happy to discuss it. This is the Rated RX podcast. Robbie, Xavier, signing off.
Bye.